How's it going, guys? This is me again, Joshua from Motivao, with another video of parallelogram proofs for S. Vilena. Okay, so for the second video, the given today is again that this figure here, STUV, is a parallelogram, okay? And the second given is the measure of the angle U is 42 degrees. Okay, what do we want? Where are we heading? We're heading that the measure of T is 138. Okay, that's what we want to prove. So let's start with our statements. We have our list of property on the right that we're going to use, and then we have our statements that we're going to start with. So the first one that you start with is the fact, you guessed it, STUV is a parallelogram. So we're going to draw this. STUV is a parallelogram, and that's a given. Okay, that's our hypothesis. Now, if STUV is a parallelogram, what do we know? Again, we need to go straight to our list of properties and see which of these are important for our proof. So if you already know, we've read this list before, the one that we're going to use, the one that we're interested is that consecutive angles, this one, consecutive angles are supplementary. Okay, consecutive angles are supplementary. So I'm going to write that down as our statement. So angle U and angle T are supplementary. Okay, supplementary. That's a statement. And our reason is by the properties of parallelogram. So properties of parallelogram. Okay, that's our second statement, that these two angles are supplementary. Now, what does it mean to be supplementary? Well, that the measure of angle U plus the measure of angle T is equal to 100 degrees. Okay, and that's a definition. That's the definition of supplementary angles. So I'm going to write it here as definition of supplementary angles. Okay, that's what it means to be supplementary, is that the addition of the angles is 180 degrees. But what other information do I need? We need the fact that measure U is 42 degrees. Okay, so that's given. That's a given information. And now we're going to use an equality property that we didn't use last time, which is the substitution property of equality. Meaning, if I have two things equal to each other, I can substitute to the equation. Okay, it's very similar to the transitive, but in this case it wouldn't be the same thing. So we need to use the substitution property of equality to get that 42 degrees plus measure of the angle T is equal to 180. Okay, and again, that's by the substitution property of equality. Okay, substitution property of equality allows me to substitute a numerical value by a unit, in this case the measure of U. Okay, and now what do we do? Well, you guessed it, we subtract 42 in both sides, and that gives me equal to 138. Okay, and that's by our other equality, the subtraction property of equality, which allows me to subtract in both sides. So subtraction, so I'm going to write an S for substitution and a T for subtraction property of equality. And this finishes our proof. Okay, so again, if you enjoyed the video, if you like these content, make sure to subscribe to Motivao and like the video. If you have any questions, please post them below. And if you are in need of a specific question that you want me to answer or help you with, make sure that you posted it also in the comments below. Thank you again for watching. This is Joshua from Motivao, and I hope you have a wonderful day.